Everyone is excited about the new Retina display on the new iPad, and it's really great for, reading and boring stuff like that, but the real reason everyone's excited is all the cool new games that you can play at the super high resolution that's even better than your HD TV. Here's my countdown of the top 5 new games for the new iPad. In at number 5 on my list is Real Racing 2 HD, which has some of the most photorealistic graphics that you're going to find on a racer anywhere. We're going to start the game right here. And one of the things I love about this title, in addition to the eye candy, is just how tight the controls are. You can go around the track and make the turns without making the violent movements. And as we start and come out into the sun, you can see that there's really cool effects, like the reflection in the top of the car, and you can see some of these effects over here, like the sand, kicking up. And once you get your practice over with, you'll be able to challenge up to 16 other players online. And even though right now we're riding in a sort of a clunky Volvo, you can upgrade to up to 30 vehicles once you really get your practice in. Overall, the controls are good, the graphics are great, and it's just easy to pick up and play. The number 4 game on my list is Flight Control Rocket, which is a sequel to the Flight Control game from last year, and it has really cute graphics. And the object of the game is to guide your ships into the dock, and multiple ships come on the screen and give you a challenge, and because they come in multiple colors. And we would like the different color backgrounds and sort of the easy to use controls. You just have to be careful when you're playing this game so that your flight paths don't cross into each other and you don't crash. But overall, it's pretty fun for a really low-cost game. My third favorite game for the new iPad is Angry Birds Space, which literally takes the birds into a new dimension. What you have here is new characters like this. You can freeze the pigs just with a touch, and you can use the orbit of these mini planets to do trick shots. You can sort of spread out from there and do all the damage that you want, and you can see that a lot of the items are floating down. So it's just as addictive as before, but there's new gameplay mechanics that keeps things fresh. Okay, so in at number 2 is Infinity Blade 2, which is a sequel that's been optimized for the Retina display, and there's just a lot more to love here because the level of detail is unparalleled, and this is also a game that you won't find on Android. So for playing here, the gameplay is easy to pick up, but as I say, hard to master. But we like that the game gives beginners instructions. And then you can do your damage. We also like about this game is that you're not limited to the single sword weapons. You can also get heavy weapons that take 2 hands to swing and you get to do more damage. And you can also wield 2-handed weapons like 2 swords so that when you're doing combos and things like that, you can do the multiple amount of damage with little combos and things like that. But if you can just, if you zero in, you can see a lot of the details here, like the cherry blossom trees and the detail in the tree itself and on the ground. It's just something that you won't find on any other platform, and it's just fantastic. My favorite game on the new iPad is Modern Combat 3: Fallen Nation. As you can tell by the title, the US is under attack, and it's your job to get rid of the terrorists. And we'll show you right here how it works. This is a first-person shooter of the highest order because you have console-quality graphics, your choice of multiple weapons, and the controls are actually pretty easy to use. You use your joystick over here. You're able to pick up weapons as you go along, although I'm not the best shot. There we go. You're supposed to use the environment and duck behind items as you can to shield yourself from incoming fire. But the environments are pretty intense, and so is the gameplay. And the voice acting is actually pretty good too. Yes, there's some cursing and thrown into the mix, but then again, war is hell.